Alright. Welcome, chat. Just to level it up.
Destroy all specimens as quickly as possible. In this chaos, the true nature of evil.
Wow. This one's actually really insane. It's not playing down, you want to just overload statuses on. He's not good at taking out X and so. I think I just gotta let my abilities take care of X units. That's gonna kind of do damage to it. Just using mods you can get early in the game, this is pretty good. Is this just a starter weapon with a little bit of power creep? Maybe. Who knows? We'll see after I put the fight down. Into the full squad.
Hurry, Hunter! The conduit is moving fast!
That's a lot of status procs.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
What do you guys think of the music so far? I just put on some DMCA free stuff so I don't get copyright striked.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna put one of these on. Yeah. Absolutely insane. Just to help with the leveling a little bit.
I remember when I first started.
Republic. Hopefully I'll actually be able to test things and they're just not dying too damn fast. This guy just got a tweet. Lucky. He's dying too damn quick. Definitely gonna need one of those magnetic mods on here so we can jump through the overview. Overboard. Let's see it's Is there a second one on this one? There it is. Alright, 3 statuses that do damage kits. Find someone else, stay alive for another 2 seconds. How many statuses are we inflicting per burst? Damn. Saw 8 electric procs, 2 heat procs, and we'll stack on rival right away. Once we're out of here, I'm gonna put on some sort of magnetic mod. Come on, let's be still. Too late, too late. What was the accuracy of the range? I think that's really good.
good. Thanks so much. Hunter, you are running out of time. Enter the data conduit. Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
Alright, first forma, I think it's gonna be a V.
I remember when I first touched you. The same scene. Memory of the night sky. The stars were
Probably put Duration now. And swap that polarity. Yeah, I like that. And now that leaves me 2 spots for... Oh, I can fit something on there right now. I don't really want any more... any crit or anything.
Nothing is guaranteed, such a thin line in between. Colder than ice when you're next to me. First time we met, I knew I had to make you mine. Couldn't see all the warnings, cause you looked so fine. When I look into your eyes, my heartbeat stops. Live a beautiful life.
This is some interesting music.
I don't need you. Your love just doesn't feel true, but you're going through my head a lot.
Let me change up the music a little bit. There we go. Should be a much better playlist. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because we'll need viral. Maybe I don't need viral. Maybe I'll just do enough heat procs to just kill things. doing things too fast. It'll break column if you have it. Max range.
To a new zone. Hunter, you are running out of time. Enter the data conduit.
That's for pistol.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
It's magnetic capacity. That's the rifle one. How hard is it to get? Ooh, it's from the tech rod. Damn. Okay. Well then I'll just use it to level up and we'll have to find some other way. Another V polarity. Actually, because the endgame build's gonna have galvanized aptitude. No, I think we keep Serration on for the 5 damage. Makes it easier to get to for newbies as well. And we'll put that on there. And what's our weight looking like? And the primary crux is gonna absolutely carry this. It's gonna carry this weapon so damn hard.
Nobody has even imagined before. Except maybe a medieval peasant on a burning tractor.
Your duty in this experiment is to dispatch as many specialists efficiently.
Ooh, that's much better. Give me a real big enemy that has an X in the sky. Hello. Oh, that's much better. Just that little bit of magnet is all I need. Wow. Why am I doing red bits? Where's the cat? If I ever do a account restart series or something like that, I'd probably use this as my main weapon through most of it. And this is crazy.
I have opened a new data conduit. Proceed immediately.
Oh, host migration.
I have temporarily disabled that ability.
I'm all over the Yay!
A new data conduit is open. Our experiment moves to a new zone. Hurry, Hunter. The conduit is closing fast. Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
I'd like to have the kind of fun view that nobody has even imagined before. Except maybe a trip.
Let's see. Beginner. Serration split chamber. Where do you get a rifle elementalist from? Okay. It's not super late in the game, so I can stay on there. It's only Jupiter. Where do you get shred from? Wiki time shred. Drop locations, nightmare mode. Okay. So I think one more forma. Yeah, that's fine. Just buy a right there. Shred right here. 1.8 punch through. Alright. I think it's time to hop into Captura and get some 30 shots. What should I do this time? We can do an Argas City backdrop. This one seems cool. Okay, where do I want to pose you at? Alright, interact with this. Don't really want to be posing on top of a dead body. Ooh, yeah, I forgot there's the scaffolding down here too. I mean, this spot looks pretty chill. Am I gonna be far enough away from the wall though? That is the question. Take that out a little bit. Depth of field is off. Black and white. Not that far out. Let's do 10. Okay. I think I need to touch up the lighting a little bit too. Can I see light intensity? 0. Let's do that. Maybe a little bit of scene light. Yeah, let's keep it at that. Yep, let's put the focus on the weapon itself. Okay, let's go back to this. Speed it up a little bit so we don't have to sit here all day. Cool. Now let's put it at that speed. It feels like a good speed. Alright, now I just gotta start my recording. What's this fucking called again? I should have looked at that. All I know is I get it from Teshin. The teacher. The Thornbach. Is that how you say it? Thornback? Okay, well. I gotta pause the music. I'm sorry, chat. Alright. Hello everyone, it is your favorite sad weeb here, back with another build video. Today we're going to be going over the new starter weapon that you get from the teacher quest called the Thornbach. Thornback? I don't really know. But this has been an interesting weapon. It was fun to level on stream. But we're going to do a beginner build, then a mid-game build, and what I'm defining as mid-game is you made it to Mott in the Void, and then a veteran build to tie it all off. If you could give me a subscribe, 100% of you aren't subscribed, and a like, I would deeply appreciate it. Now let's get into the builds. Alright, got that done. Now we can just leave. Let me rename the clip, because I think... Yeah, that's live stream that I don't need. That's live stream that I don't need. I don't know what that is. Weapons, create new folder, Thornbach. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Simulacrum.
You will make an excellent hunter.
Thank you. I appreciate Samaris. Always giving me the confidence I need. Alright. So let me make sure all my builds are prepared before I start recording. Yep, you get this from Jupiter. Get this from Jupiter. Get this from Nightmare Mode. Get this from Vor. Actually, where do you get this one? Rhyme rounds. Where do you come from? Spy in Jupiter. Okay. And thermite you just get from Spy Grenier. Oh, take this off because beginner builds don't have arcanes. We're gonna do mid game, which is gonna be galvanized aptitude, serration, galvanized chamber. I think we're gonna do viral heat again. Heat, thermite rounds, hellfire, and then for the last one, where is it? There you are. Rifle Elementalist. For the arcane, we're gonna go Crux. Actually, no, if we're going Crux, we need the magnetic capacity for the Eximus units. This really isn't a mid-game build, is it? I don't think galvanized. Oh, actually, can't put arcanes there either. So, how do they do the arcanes for 1999 when you're in base star chart? I actually do not know. Well, we're just gonna do base split chamber and rifle elementalist. I need to do veteran build too. Do Crux, Serration, got chamber aptitude, magnetic. Viral, then the last heat 6060 mod, and we're good. Alright, that's all the builds. This is actually perform. Actually, no. You need to film your intro, silly. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get straight into the build with our first beginner build. Now, a lot of these mods are a little funky. You do kind of have to get them once you get to Jupiter. Jupiter is the latest that you get all these mods. So we're gonna go straight into it. Serration, you should have gotten this from the quest that you got this gun from. Split chamber, you can pick up. It drops from normal enemies early in the game. It just kind of gotta get lucky. Rifle Elementalist drops from Jupiter. And it is absolutely necessary on this weapon. This weapon has super, super high status chance. As you can see, we're building pretty much only for statuses. Because that is what this weapon is the king of. We got Shred. Shred you get from doing nightmare missions. So you have to look in your... what are they called? Events on your star chart. And if you see a nightmare mission, it can Shred can drop from that. Then we got Malignant Force, which you get from Vor in the Void, which is pretty far. So if you're not already at Vor, you can absolutely swap this out for the base Toxin mod infected clip. I have opted not to because I need to save on the mod space. Then we go into Rhyme rounds. Rhyme rounds you get from spy missions, starting at Jupiter. And then Thermite rounds you get from any Grineer spy missions past Mercury. So that's Mars, Sedna, Uranus, places like that. And then Hellfire you should just get from the mission that you got this weapon from. But enough about getting mods. Let's actually see how this thing performs. Level 100, base star chart enemies. No Warframe buffs, no companion buffs. One burst. Dead. As you can see, this thing dishes out statuses. That guy had 4 heat buffs on him. Enough just watching things. I will just follow full auto so you can really see the potential this weapon has. Even the heavier units kind of just fall from this thing because you're just dishing out so many statuses. This gets even better if you have a Warframe that does an elemental buff. So like Volt's good, Saren's good. What else does an elemental buff? Gyre's good. Also, if you have a Rhino, his Roar just does a flat multiply on all that element damage. So even with just mods you can get from early in Jupiter, you can absolutely destroy. And in fact, if you do the trick with the Toxin that I said earlier with the base Toxin mod without status chance, this will do even more damage. So that's the beginner build. We're going to go into the mid-game build. This has some stuff that you can only get for $19.99. And the reason I call it mid-game is because it's right before you would unlock Steel Path. So we got Serration, Split Chamber, Rifle Elementalist, and this is the big change, is Magnetic Capacity. The reason we're going Magnetic Capacity is because in our last build, the Eximus units kind of just destroy any damage you have. Which is why Magnetic Capacity is here, to give that little bit of extra push over so we can destroy Overguard, if that makes sense. Malignant Force, Rhyme rounds, Thermite rounds, Hellfire. And we're just going to demonstrate that with some level 200, actually. 200 enemies. And I'm going to take off the Corrupted Butchers and put on an Eximus. Oh, if I could fucking type, goddamn. Ancient Disruptor Eximus. Simulate. So we got... Yeah. It doesn't look like much at first, but once you get those statuses procced up, they start doing a lot of damage. So with this Eximus, I'm actually going to show off the old build, and you will see, like, it's not the best at dealing with Eximus units. And we're gonna let tick. See how long this is taking us? I could shoot it more, but like even a full clip doesn't even break the overguard on this enemy. Whereas I will kill and reset them all so you can see just how big of a difference it makes. Here's our Eximus unit. We got a few magnetic procs, and boom, shields down. still have plenty more to go. You should die from this. Yep. But yeah, it is night and day difference just having that little teensy bit of magnetic on there. Next, we're going to do our full kitted out veteran build. I don't have a Riven for this, so please forgive me. But for a veteran build, we're doing Serration, Galvanized Chamber, Galvanized Aptitude, Magnetic Capacity, Rhyme Rounds, Malignant Force, Thermite Rounds, Hellfire, and we're topping all that off with Primary Crux. If you want an Exilus mod, I'd put Hush, honestly. That's really the only thing that's good. Because, like, the recoil on this weapon isn't too crazy. And you don't really need punch through, from what I see. Okay, wait. Kill enemies. Take all these off. Build group. We're gonna do levels, Steel Path, enemy level 200, simulate. No Warframe buffs, no nothing. There's our first stack for Galvanized Chamber. Yeah. See, we're even destroying the bombards. Haven't had to reload yet. And that's all thanks to Primary Crux. As you can see, we're getting absolutely crazy status bars. 40 heat, 50 heat. Magnetic and Viral was maxed out in the first few bursts. Yeah, this thing, for getting this in a tutorial mission, absolutely insane weapon. And this is without any Warframe buffs at all. Just to showcase how crazy this is with something like a Rhino. I'm going to use my Rhino Prime. Even if you use a base Rhino, actually I'll just use a base Rhino. Base, is it unupgraded? Base unupgraded Rhino with Roar. Go back to the mid-game build. Just to really, really hammer home how strong this thing is. We're gonna pop our Roar. And we're gonna mow them down. These are Steel Path enemies, and I'm not even using Galvanized mods. Look how much damage these things are doing. 63,000. Yeah. I'll finish off the rest of these guys with the main build. I mean the vet build. Just having base Roar makes these damage ticks do how much damage now? There's too many damages. This is I can't see. How much are we doing? Yep. I'm killing them too quick. I can't even see the. Okay, how much are we doing per tick? 21,000 per heat tick? 27,000 per heat tick. But yeah, even with like just absolute basic buffs that you can get at the beginning of the game, you get Rhino on Venus, which is the next planet you go to after Earth. This thing absolutely destroys for how early in the game you get it. But end out this video, I'm going to do some gameplay with my Rhino Prime. Got to take it into Mott Steel Path and show you just how good this weapon can be. Hope you liked the video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you watched this far. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Alright, now I'm just gonna hop in the Mott. I'm gonna have to cut the shit out of that clip. I think I said way too many times. Who cares? Just create. Nothing, no harm can come from it. Steel Path, survival. Alright, start the recording again. Gotta mute my mic, chat. See you in a little bit. Well, I'm unmuted now because I forgot to go into solo. Oops.
I would like to have the kind of fun
Okay, solo.
nobody has even imagined.
Delete the old recording so I don't accidentally use it later.
Except maybe a medieval peasant on a bad mushroom trip.
Okay, start recording again. I'm gonna mute my mic. See you later.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your peril.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
Okay, maybe this weapon is not as good as I thought it was. Or maybe it really does need that punch.
Your right-hand grenadier!
No, Kuboklov, you're making this embarrassing. I don't need your help. Let's pop the door. Let's see how this goes.
Get ready for a capsule.
Yeah, I'm just not able to take up enough at once. It really does need that punch through. Okay. Well, looks like I'm refilming that last veteran section. Also just help that I went in without companion. Okay, let's reevaluate. Can't really get rid of magnetic capacity or won't be able to take out any. I mean, but I need the flat damage. That's the problem. Don't have enough room for prime shred. Well. I could do rifle elementalists instead of thermite rounds. Ooh, that really hurts the weighting though. Okay. Before we judge, let's see. Switch back to Excalibur.
Arthur James Nightingale, reporting for duty.
Make sure there's no Warframe buffs on it. And record again. It's... Alright, we made a few changes on the veteran build after taking it into a mission. So now we swapped out... What is it called? We swapped out thermite rounds for rifle elementalists to give us a little bit of punch through, because I noticed that when we actually took it into a mission, the grouping enemies were blocking each other, so I couldn't get the proper status effects going. So we're gonna try this. Even that 0.6 punch here is doing so much. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. But yeah, I think it's going to be same plan. We're going to go in with my Rhino Prime. And we're going to film our little lo-fi music outro. That's how I wanted. I want companion. Nautilus. Switch it for the Bear Glass. Corrosive Cold. Yeah, just put on that. Alright. Now, kill the enemies. Simulate this again. You do the goofy thing, Nautilus? Do I have my mods arranged wrong? I do. I want Cordon first. Assault mode last. Now you're gonna do the thing, right? Yep, there we go. Get some... This. One more. That's what it says. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. Run it back. Let's see, will I die in the first 5 seconds?
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them all warriors' death.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary that support.
Oh, much better. Already. Just that little bit of punch to miss so much. Alright, chat. I'm gonna mute my mic so I can put some music in post. I'll be right back.
Life support incoming. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Trying to do a funny trick there. Wrong focus scoop.
Life support on the way. Additional life support has arrived.
How hard do you think the Acolyte's gonna be? Oh yeah. Maybe not Acolyte.
To a successful start. Extraction is available if you need it. Tenno, extraction is ready.
Okay, there's gotta be at least 1 minute of usable footage in that.
You are a blade. You exist to strike.
Do you want me to help you level? I'm actually already leveled. Thank you though.
Critical life support levels.
I actually just finished filming the entire video too. I just need to edit it. Thank you for the offer though. Gotta stop the recording. Would you guys want me to keep streaming while I edit? I'm not gonna be playing Warframe at all, but I can at least put on some lo-fi music that you guys can relax to. Open shot. Builds part 2. Okay, so we're gonna do intro. You know, the most, hello everyone. It is the most annoying part about editing the videos is having to hear my voice, honestly. I still don't really like hearing it. Let's see, can I just change this capture? Properties, open selector. Windows, this. Okay. Alright. Favorite Sad Weeb here, back with another build video. Today we're going to be going over the new starter weapon that you get from the teacher quest called the Thornback. Thornback? I don't really know. But this has been an interesting weapon. It was fun to level on stream. But we're going to do a beginner build, then a mid-game build, and what I'm defining as mid-game is you made it to Mott in the Void, and then a veteran build to tie it all off. If you could... Okay, that's a big pause there. It's going to be a jump cut, that's fine. And then a veteran build to tie it all off. If you could... if you... to tie it all off, you could give me a subscribe. 100% of you aren't subscribed, and a like. I would deeply appreciate it. Now let's get into the builds. Okay. And a mid-game build, and what I'm defining as mid-game is you made it to Mott in the... Yeah. Now let's get into the builds. Alright, we're going to get straight into the build with our first beginner build. Now, a lot of these mods are a little funky. You do kind of have to get them. That is what this force, which you get from any grenade. So you can really see the potential this weapon has. Even the heavier units kind of just fall from this thing because you're just dishing out so many statuses. This gets even better if you have a Warframe that does an elemental buff. So like Volt's good, Saren's good. What else does an elemental buff? Gyre's good. Also, if you have a Rhino, his roar just does a flat multiply on all that element damage. So even with just mods you can get from early in Jupiter, you can absolutely destroy. And in fact, if you do the trick with the Toxin that I said earlier with the base Toxin mod, I feel like status chance, whenever I say this will do even more damage. Is like a nerd. In fact. So that's the beginner build. We're gonna go into the mid game. Beginner build ends in build 3 minutes. This has some stuff that you can only get for $19.99. And the reason I call it mid-game is because it's right before you would unlock Steel Path. So we got Serration, Split Chamber, Rifle Elementalist, and this is the big change, is Magnetic Capacity. The reason we're going Magnetic Capacity is because in our last build, the Eximus units kind of just destroy any damage you have. Which is why Magnetic Capacity is here, to give thumbnail that little bit of extra push over so we can destroy Overguard, if that makes sense. Malignant Force, Rhyme Rounds, Thermite Rounds somewhere. And we're just going to demonstrate that with some level 200, actually.
Together again.
200 enemies. And I'm going to take off the Corrupted Butchers and put on an Eximus. Oh, if I could fucking type. Goddamn. Ancient Disruptor Eximus. Simulate. So we got. Yeah. It doesn't look like much at first, but once you get those statuses procced up, they start doing a lot of damage. So with this Eximus, I'm actually going to show off the old build, and you will see. Yeah, I really need to script these. Ugh, but I don't want to write scripts. That takes time and skill. I don't think I'll need to make a cut until way into the video. 200, simulate. No Warframe. In build, we're doing Serration, Galvanized Chamber, Galvanized Aptitude, Magnetic Capacity. This is where I would need to cut. And you will see, like, it's not the best at dealing with Eximus units. And we're gonna let tick. See how long this is taking us? I could shoot it more, but like even a full clip doesn't even break the overbody on this enemy. Whereas I will kill and reset them all so you can see just how big of a difference it makes. Here's our Eximus unit. We got a few magnetic procs, and boom, shields down. And we still have plenty more to go. You should die from this. Yep. But yeah, it is night and day difference just having that little teensy bit of magnetic on there. Next, we're going to do our full kitted out veteran build. I don't have a Riven for this, so please forgive. Oh, thank God me making that mistake of hooking into let's keep the left side, everything else is. Next, we're going to do our full kitted out veteran build. I don't have a Riven for this. Let's do transition there and see how it looks. Just having that little teensy bit of magnetic on there. Next, we're going to do our full kitted out veteran build. I don't have a few changes on the veteran build after taking it into a mission. So now we swapped out. What was it called? We swapped out Thermite Rounds for Rifle Elementalist to give us a little bit of punch through, because I noticed that when we actually took it into a mission, the grouping enemies were blocking each other, so I couldn't get the proper status effects going. So we're going to try this. Even that 0.6 punch there is doing so much. I just need to get my end cap real quick. Which I will show you guys me doing that. Alright, same spot that we took the little spinning around video for. Field of view out. Same black-white filter. A little bit out. Okay. Easy peasy. Back to open shot. Okay. Wait. I want companion. Okay. I really need to. I think it's gonna be same plan. We're gonna go in with my Rhino Prime, and we're gonna film our little lo-fi music outro. There you're gonna do the thing, right? Yep, there we go. Okay. Run it back. Okay, yeah, so I don't need any of this. I will just cut it from here. Game. You get Rhino on Venus, which is but end out this video. I'm going to do some gameplay with my Rhino Prime. Gotta take it into Mott Steel Path. So now we planet you go to after Earth. This thing absolutely destroys for how early in the game you get it. But end out this video. I'm going to do some gameplay with my Rhino Prime. Gotta take it into Mott Steel Path. This is going to be a transition. I think it's going to be same plan. Yeah, no matter how I do this, it's going to be a weird transition. Okay. So we're going to try this. Even that 0.6 here is weird, so yeah, that's a lot better. How early in the game you get it. This thing absolutely destroys for how early in the game you get it. We're blocking each other, so I couldn't get the proper status effects going. So we're gonna try this. Oh man, this video is gonna have crazy company viewers. It's just gonna transform to me being in a rhino. This thing absolutely destroys for how early in the game you get it. But end out this video. I'm gonna do some gameplay with my Rhino Prime. Then take it into Mott Steel Path and show you just how good this weapon can be. Hope you liked the video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you watched this far. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Okay, now to find 1 minute of usable footage. Alright, chat, I'm gonna mute my mic so put some music in post. I'll be right back. I still can't believe I was able to actually take this into Mott and kind of do things. The weapon you can get at MR0, it's pretty good.
Life support incoming.
Okay, that should be more than enough usable footage. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's right, I need to make the end cap now. Yay! And the thumbnail. Alright, come here. Oh, don't worry, chat, I'll bring you on. Properties, open selector. That's not right. There we go. Let's do our... We're making on a new layer, don't forget that. Now just to think of some clickbaity stuff. This. This free tutorial weapon. I like using endgame a lot because I feel like that's more. It's a word. For some reason I'm thinking of transcendent, but I don't think that's what I actually want to say. Like more people from other games will understand, oh yeah, endgame. Did I make a new... Oh, actually I made a new text box, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. How do I redo in GIMP? I've actually never had that problem. Okay. Let's see, let's bump this. Oh, looks good. Try and get it as centered as I can. That is not the same text. Let's center this to file. I don't want to overwrite. I would like to. Okay, it's gonna make me save. Export. And then that's pretty close to center, but I will. There we go. And I just gotta delete this one. And delete the bottom block. File. Okay. Discard changes. Now I'm gonna switch us back to open shot. Gotta put the pictures, YouTube thumbnails, and screen. Let's do a little bit of a transition so it's not just blip. Slice you, keep the left side, save it. I really should have been saving it as I'm going through, but that's no fun. Where's the risk in that? YouTube projects, full length, completed. Builds, opens. Okay. Alright, chat. This is where we part ways, because I gotta let this export. But it was nice stream for you. If you liked watching me make this video and all that, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye.